Hello, and welcome to your May 2021 reading.
We're going to look into your energy for the sun, moon, and rising signs. These energies can be reversed, and you can assign roles however you please. If this reading does not resonate with you, just stick around because there's something in the reading that you need to hear. These messages are timeless, and if you're brought to this channel, this reading, there's something in it for you, whether you need it today or in the future. If this reading does not resonate with you, it just means that I'm not picking up on your specific energy at this time. If you would like this reading to resonate with you, then all you have to do is vibrate with the energy of the cards. And I tell you how to do that in the What Are They Thinking About You video for April 2021. During this reading, the angels are bringing forth the Holy Fire Reiki energy. And at the end of this video, I will release the trapped emotions for your sign. And I will let you know what essential oils and crystals that can help you maximize your energy. So check out the description down below for details. If you like this reading or you're entertained in some way, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. This way you get notified as soon as I post something new. Let's get started with your reading. All right. I hope that you guys had a great April. I'm looking forward to May. Lots of wonderful things happening in May. I'm going to do a video about the Mercury retrograde, but I'm not going to do it yet, but you might start feeling the effects pretty soon in the beginning of May, but not too bad until we start getting closer to the end of the month because it actually starts on May 29th is where the stronger energies of the Mercury retrograde. I do know it's in Gemini. I do know that Gemini is, Mercury is home when it's in the Gemini sign because that's the planet that rules over Gemini. And I do know it has something to do with communication. Now, where it lies in your chart has to do with your chart. So like I said before, make sure that you look at your sun, moon, and rising to find out the different aspects of your soul so that you can see what could be going on in your life with communication for Mercury retrograde. All right. So I'm only accepting the highest and best truths for the Virgo collective's highest and best good, bringing forth the most accurate answers. All right, let's see what's going on in the Virgo world. Okay. Man, I'm not feeling where to do that one, so let's just shuffle one more time. They may not be in the right place. Okay, what do we got? There we go. That was pretty definite. Okay, we have the Nine of Wands. We have the Chariot. Ooh, Leo would have loved that card. All right, I'm sorry. We have the Four of Cups and the Ten of Cups and the King of Pentacles. We have the Hermit. We have the Seven of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, the Death card, and we have the Ten of Wands. We have Strength clarifying the Four of Cups and also the Seven of Pentacles clarifying the Strength. We have the Star card clarifying the Ten of Wands and the Eight of Wands clarifying that Star card. All right, nice. Let's go ahead and pull some of these. If this ends up being a love reading of some sort, which I have a feeling it will be because the collective energy is about love. So I'm talking about like all of us. All signs, collective energy is about love this month. So I wouldn't doubt it if we get something with love, okay? I'm not saying anything just yet, but that's okay. I didn't see anything with Leo either and it came out. So let's find out. Let's see where we're at for May. Okay. Interesting. We have something going on. We are going to anyway because we have Mercury retrograde. So we're definitely going to have some stuff. I will do a separate video completely for that one. I just wanted to get the May ones out. Thank you for waiting for me. I just like to get them as close to the month as possible because I want the energy to be as accurate as possible. So the closer I get to the month, the better it will be, in my opinion. All right, so that's good. We have some good stuff here. You know what, Leo got the same thing, but I'm really excited for you because you got some other good stuff. All right, what do we have here? And then we'll pull some more cards as we need to. Okay. So, oh, and at the end of this video, I will be releasing the trapped emotions of rejection and hatred. So here we go. All right, so what I see is you're coming from good energy, wonderful energy. You're coming from planning and hard work. You have been really supportive of others. You've just been in a really good place of being loyal, and you know, maybe some of the conflicts that you were dealing with were just resolved. Hopefully they're resolved with that Scorpio full moon that we just went through. It was a super moon and it was pretty powerful. So hopefully you got what you needed with that. I do see the energy that you're in right now is a more solid energy. Sometimes this can be read as defensive, but I'm not feeling that. I'm feeling like it's more of I have all my ducks in the row and I'm getting ready to move forward in a different way. And that's what I see. It must be like maybe something that you released through the Scorpio full moon made you kind of put like these sticks in the ground to make it more stable, like a structure. It's almost like I'm feeling like a structure. So this doesn't necessarily mean defensive, although the guy's face looks kind of like, huh? You know, it's actually, this is mine. I put it here. This is where it goes. And this is what we're doing. Okay. It's more of a stronger energy in my opinion right now. And what's crossing over that is the Chariot card. So this means moving forward. It's also the sign of Cancer as well. So it could be that you have a Cancer coming into your life and in a real stable place. But this actually is a fast moving card. It is probably one of the fastest moving cards in the deck. And so it's good to get that energy, especially if you've been feeling very stuck, or especially if you've been feeling like you have the energy to move forward, but you just haven't had the opportunity to move forward. Then you can actually, it means that you can actually move forward. And I know that you're asking about your 10 of Cups. Your 10 of Cups is just happiness all around. Like you've made so many changes and so many advancements. So can I please have my happiness now? That's kind of what you're asking, right? And your fear is to go through another dang transformation. I don't really want to go through another dang transformation. That's what that death card means is. But really, every time we shed an old skin, we get something new. So if you're wanting that 10 of Cups, like, let's remove the fear of transformation and change, because it's actually can be a beautiful thing. But maybe you're asking, if I have a transformation, can it not be so hard? Okay, I understand. You're moving into such a beautiful energy, which is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is super spiritual, super enlightened. She knows what she wants. She's amazing. And she's also being admired by people as well for her ability to connect in and get the intuition that she needs in order to move forward. These cards do not have a gender to them. I'm just saying what the gender is on the card, but that does not mean that you have to be a he or a she in order to get this energy. You have the ability to access this energy because you're a Virgo. So vibrate with your Virgo collective and you're going to be able to access whatever is that you need in this reading. So the Hierophant is very, very spiritually guided, and there are other people who look to her for information, for guidance, and that type of stuff. You are right now in the energy of, it's like this is, to me, is like the Strength card. It's very similar to that. But it is the energy of, but there's more action to this. So the Strength card is about taming the lion. And this one is more about like, remember we talked about how you put these pillars in the ground? This one's very similar to this card because this is where he's doing the actual work. You know what I mean? And this is after he's been beat up from all that work. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm kidding. But this is actually where he's putting his stakes in the ground. So it's going to feel like, you're going to feel like doing work, and you're going to have the energy to do it, which is right here. You're going to feel like, even though you've already done some, this is the 9. It's not actually the 10. So we do have some work still that needs to be done, and you're okay doing it because you're going to have the energy to do it. Like you're going to be like, all right, let's get this done. Let's get it done. The people around you are feeling amazing, so that's good because it means that you don't have to focus on them. Let them feel amazing. Let them feel in their power. Let them be happy because that's where they're at. And you go ahead and capitalize on their energy. Like, be like, oh my gosh, you're in such great energy. I want to be in great energy too, so I'm going to vibrate with you. So go ahead and vibrate with the people who are just on that higher level. And go ahead and I would it's wonderful. When people are doing really good around us, it's wonderful because we don't have to overfunction and we just let them be who they're going to be, right? So your the outcome that is in the near future, so could be anywhere from 3 to 6 months, where the other one is like a year or whatever. It could take a long time. It could not, depending on how quickly you move through this energy. It says it's going to be pretty fast, so you could get these outcomes pretty quickly. So let's just see what's going on. You definitely are going to be getting gifts that you may not recognize, but they definitely are gifts from God. And because you might be focusing on these other cups right here instead of seeing that God is bringing you something in. So whenever I get this card, the thing that I always think of is be on the lookout and be alert for the things and start recognizing gifts all over the place, because then you'll be able to recognize the gift when it comes in, because it may not be wrapped in the way that you want it to be wrapped, but it's still the gift that you've been asking for. This is definitely everything that you've been through. Here we are. We have the Strength card, right? We were just talking about how those cards are very similar. And so this is someone who is able to tame the lion, someone who has so much strength within themselves that they are able to go through life in a more grounded way. This Strength card is very grounded. And so what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing is that the gift, maybe it's the gift of strength that you're getting, and then you're going to be able to look back on everything that you did and be like, just proud of yourself, you know. And we do need those times in our life where we just feel proud of ourselves. Like, I did that. I did that. I had the strength to go through that horrible thing or that really difficult situation. I didn't realize it was a gift from God because it's not the way that I really wanted that to be packaged. But dang, look what it brought me. It really did bring me the things that I was looking for and the things that I've wanted. Now, in the overall energy at the end, the big picture energy of the outcome is that you're going to put down all of your worries, all of your conflicts, and all of the things that have been stirring up symptoms in your body or just stirring up symptoms in your life. You're going to be able to put those down and be done with it finally done with that. Definitely a spiritually guided thing. You're going to follow the light. You're going to follow God. You're going to follow the star. You're going to follow the gifts. Okay. It's going to bring in, and this is definitely a Mercury retrograde card. So I have a feeling that this is going to be during the Mercury retrograde that you're going to see this. The Mercury retrograde I'm feeling is going to, I haven't done that reading yet, but I have a feeling that you're going to be putting a lot of things down and moving into some very significant conversations with people. Maybe it's going to bring you in the job you're looking for, the conversation for the job you're looking for. Maybe it's going to bring in the conversation to the love you're looking for. But whatever conversation is coming is going to be definitely whatever you've been praying about and looking for. You're going to get that blessing through the Gemini retrograde. Very cool. That's awesome. All right. For the way that you are feeling about the really difficult stuff that's going on in your life right now, sometimes it's better to take no action than to take action, because what they're saying is nothing will come of this situation in the way that you are playing it out right now. So if you are hell-bent and stuck on something, you're going to need to not do that, okay? So please don't, if somebody is pushing your buttons and you just want to go after them, just don't. Just let it be, let them be. It's nothing will come of the situation. They're asking you to adjust whatever you're doing right this moment, or whatever you're going to be doing when this stuff starts to happen, is just, you know, make the adjustments required so that you don't respond in the natural instinct of a way to respond. Please respond in a more observative, I guess is the word I'm hearing, way. Separate yourself from the emotion, get more in the logical brain, and go from there, okay? But do definitely be bold and make the first move. And don't feel like you have to wait for something. Where I've seen in the other readings, there's been a lot of waiting. I'm not saying wait in your cards, because you have the Chariot right here. And so that doesn't make me feel like there's waiting happening. It makes me feel like maybe some of you guys might even have some Gemini in your chart, because Geminis are going to be in their power for this month. So I'm really excited to see what the Gemini reading has in it. Don't forget to look at your sun, moon, and rising signs, okay, for all the other aspects that could be happening, especially if you start struggling through the Mercury retrograde. Make sure you look at everything else. So we're going to see what we have here. Okay, that's interesting, because they're telling you actually to wait. Oh, that's interesting, because this is what I keep getting for everybody else. So be bold and make the first move doesn't necessarily mean that you rush in. So sorry about that. They corrected me on that. They said, no, you do need to wait. Don't rush in. Allow nature to take its course. Only time will tell what's going to come of the situation. Very good. But it must be that it's heavenly guided. Whenever we get those cards, it means that whatever's happening is heavenly guided. Don't mess up God's plan by getting crazy, okay? So healing, imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light, feel your relationship being healed at this very moment. Very beautiful. Lots of people getting that as well. But I do see celebration coming for you. I do see your body, like focusing in on your body and making sure that your body has everything that it needs as you move through this period of needing to have strength. Sometimes when we're all in our mind, Virgo, we can actually forget about our body and taking care of our body. So make sure you take care of your body. This is interesting because it's saying if you feel disconnected from yourself and others, then what do you need to feel more loving? Do you feel that your needs are not being met? And if so, we need to focus in. Let's see what the body says. What parts do you need to look more closely at? What's functioning and not functioning in these areas of your life, and how do you feel about your body? Because remember, we got up here that there was something happening with your body with the with whatever was going on. So make sure you hone in on your body and make sure your body is doing really, really well. Okay, very interesting. So what we're going to do now is go ahead and pull your card for crystal, and then we'll talk about the essential oils, and then we'll release the trapped emotions of rejection and hatred. All right, what do we have for the Virgo collective? What would be the best crystal for them to use this month? So we have red jasper. Okay, red jasper is the crystal for taking action. So that's very interesting. I guess there's going to be some things, I'm feeling some split energy with that, where it's telling you to wait. Maybe they're telling you to wait for your intuition before you make an action, but they're definitely telling you to take action. So if your to-do list keeps getting bigger and you're losing motivation, then keep this in your pocket, and then you'll be more in the driver's seat and feel more motivated to take action. Because getting started is half the battle, but we do need to set realistic goals for yourself to stay on track and avoid delays, okay? So the core questions to ask yourself is, how would it feel to accomplish the things that you have been procrastinating? And what is the first step toward completion of one of those tasks? The affirmation for the crystal is, I can do it. Today, complete one thing that you've been putting off, okay? So just say, I can do it. Have your list ready and complete one thing from the list, and you'll start to feel much better. The essential oils that came up for you is actually rosemary, which is an oil it's actually an oil for the mind, which is very interesting. And they're showing me that they want you to put it on your scalp. So you can put this in your shampoo and conditioner. You could put it in any of your hair products, or you could just put it on your hands and go ahead and rub it in your scalp. You could make an oil solution for coconut oil and the rosemary in it together at night. That would be great that you could put on your scalp. But that's what they're showing me. They're showing me for you to put it on your scalp at least 2 times a day if you can, and do it for 30 days, okay? The other one is On Guard, which is the oil of protection. So you need to support your body with On Guard, the immune system. Because if these things start to really bother you, it's going to feel like your immune system is being attacked. So make sure that you use this oil in order to help you feel more strong in yourself. It's also a great oil of protection. It's just an oil of protection, right? So if you're feeling attacked spiritually, environmentally, or just emotionally, then this is a great oil for you to use. You could put it over your heart. You could put it on your spine. You could put it on the bottom of your feet. You could put it a drop under your tongue if you really wanted to. I mean, both of these oils you could put in internally if you wanted to do that. You can. They're going to be in the description box down below with the red jasper as well, so that you have that. And let's go ahead and do your releasing of the trapped emotions. Here we go. All right, go ahead and sit back, and I'd like for you to find a comfortable position and close your eyes. First, we're going to think about rejection. And rejection's been living in your colon since the age of 6. And it's a hard one to live with, right? It's a hard one to go through life feeling rejected. It's just an ugly place to be. So we're going to ask Archangel Michael to please step in, and your angels and spirit guides for the Virgo collective to please step in and help us with this releasing of the trapped emotions. So I want you to breathe in. Think about a time that you felt rejected. It could be when you're 6 years old, or it could be right now. But just think about that, how that feels when it feels like somebody rejected you. Breathe out. Breathe in. We're making room for love right now by getting rid of the rejection. We're going to give this back to God so that He can transmute it into light energy. So breathe out. Very good. And breathe in. God, we're asking you to please transmute this into light energy so that we can go about our life and not have to worry about feeling this rejection anymore. So we give this back to you. So breathe out. All right, so breathe in. And God, we're going to go ahead and release the hatred that's living in our gallbladder since the age of 6. And so we're going to think about a time right now that's made us feel really, really mad. So breathe out. Breathe in. Really, really mad, God. And so I'm imagining this hatred just removing from my gallbladder, and I'm handing it back to you, God. Breathe out. I thank you for the experiences, for this rejection and this hatred, for whatever happened to me at 6 years old. I don't really remember it, and maybe I do remember it a little bit, but it must have been a big thing for me. Because I hid it inside my body. And so I appreciate the experience. It made me who I am today. And I no longer need it. I don't need to go through life with rejection and hatred anymore. So like I said, I thank you, God. So breathe in. Remove all of it one more time from your colon and your gallbladder, and breathe out. And give that back to God. Thank you so much. That was beautiful. So if you like this reading and you're entertained in some way, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. This way you get notified as soon as I post something new. And I can't wait to see you for the mid-month reading and also for the Gemini retrograde, Mercury retrograde happening. So I'm going to do one on that one as well. So check back with me. And don't forget to check out your other signs. Have a wonderful day.